Peace, everybody. This is your one-man urban orchestra, Rob the NOC, and today's video, it's the top 10 synths going into 2020. So let's go. Okay, fam. Today's video is about the 10 top synths going into 2020. Let's get it in. Okay, as you may know, I'm a big advocate for the Sphere. For 2020, it's my favorite #1 go-to Swiss Army knife of synths. It's the best synth on the planet. Some may not agree, but it is. I want to put in a little video of one of the things that it could do. But this power synth comes with 14,000 sounds. Okay, as a new dope granular system that I'm gonna show you in this video real quick, and it's already basically, how can I say it, radio ready, movie ready. Okay, if you want to tweak, you tweak a little, however you like it or whatever. But this thing is the best synth out. Nothing is touching it, and I did a video on it. You can check my channel, and you'll see I did a video debunking DJ Av McCree. That's still my boy, still watching stuff, but I had to defend Omnisphere. But this is my first go-to. It does a lot of things. If you want to see videos on it, you can go on YouTube and check out all the videos. You can check out mine. So let's check out this new granular system that Eric Pearson has for this beast of a synth.
So the granular interface is really improved because we can now see the waveform. And now when I turn on the granular, okay, now we'll turn up some pitch grains. That look cool? And so yeah, it's really cool. And watch, if I reverse the waveform, then you see it reversed. And so now what you see is what you get. You're actually seeing the grains in action instead of the sort of artistic expression version we had before. So, and of course, you can put your own audio in Omnisphere. So that's one of the great things now, is that you have this fantastic new granular interface. So that's really, really cool.
So now that we got Omnisphere out the way, my next tool is from Reason. It's basically the NNXT and Combinator synth. As you can see, it can take on different skins from different companies, and you can have your sounds in it and just go crazy. The Combinator, you can put different, like, let's say I wanted Omnisphere, let's see another one, Expand 2, and Hybrid all in one single patch moment. I could do that with the combinator because you can go back there, put the wires together, and you pick the sounds in each synth and have this massive one synth sound, and you play your chords or your melodies, however the sound is that you picked out. And I love this thing. As you can see, look at the skin. When Propellerhead, now called Reason Studios, put that together, it was to replace your hard synth racks from the outside to the inside as software, which I've done. I'm strictly in the box. And if you look at that Korg Trinity, well, not Korg Trinity, but it's the Korg Triton rack. I had one for real, right? So I have all the sounds. I bought this from a person on eBay, and I have every sound from the Korg Triton rack. Every sound. And with this, it can give me up to 14 layers. All right? And I can just go berserk on that alone. And look at the interface. Look at the skin on it. It looks just like the Triton rack. And the others that I have, and I have a plethora of other skins and synths with their exact same sounds. What they did was clone the sounds somehow with some type of software, put the skin on it, and bam, and you buy it from them. And look at the 2080. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. So this is my next go-to. I mean, you mix some of those sounds with Omnisphere and you're done. Put my personal drums and everything, you're basically done. You know what I mean? So this is my second go-to. Reason, period. Got the great sequencer. You get the rack, and you get the really dope SSL mixer. And I can do everything in there, which I do, except for mastering. I go to S1 with Studio One 4.5 to master, and this is it. So this is my next synth, the NNXT / Combinator. Now, next up is Serum. Serum is really, really dope. One of the key features I really like is that you could take, if you look up at the waves, up the two waves up top, right? You could take a picture and put inside of those windows, those two windows, and the sound was or will totally change. I was baffled by that. Somebody explained it to me, and I totally forgot what they told me, but that is crazy. The only software synth I know that does that is a synth called Hamar. Okay, I didn't get that, so I'm good. One of the key things I love about Serum, just like Omnisphere, there's tons and tons of patches. I have tons and tons of patches, which some of them I haven't even loaded in because it's a lot. And it's a very beautiful synth. Also, you can change the skins on this too, to be different. I have, I think, like 11 or 14 different skins for Serum alone. But Serum, you could do R&B, pop, trap, whatever with this thing, and you can set it up to however you want. I took a bass, a 808 bass kick, and I took it and controlled it. I was able to control it, okay, using the envelopes and whatnot, and I was able to control the tail of it, because you don't want the tail running into the drum kick and, you know, causing frequency problems. And then I also know how to cut out the frequencies, but I was able to control it and make the perfect 808 to my taste, and I love it. All right, so this is the third top synth for me. And again, go on YouTube, check out the videos. I won't go into serious details about it, but if you look at this video and you don't have it, and I think it only cost me, what was it, $165, something like that. It wasn't expensive, you know. And I'm loving it. Like, if I take here we go. If I take a sound from Reason Combinator, a sound from Omnisphere, and put it with a sound from Serum, it's over. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. And it's easy to save your patches or whatever, your sound banks or whatever. And this synth is powerful also. You can have the buttons going back and forth. Automation is crazy. You know what I'm saying? The effects is dope. You know, the matrix of it is dope. And if you don't have money for Omnisphere, if you don't ever have Omnisphere, because if you don't have Omnisphere, you're going to pay, what is it? I think it's $479 for it. But I have Omnisphere, and it's always cheap for me for my upgrade. But if you can't afford Omnisphere and you want to get something, you can get this and, you know, save up your money to get other things, and you could be content. So that's really dope. Okay, number 4, Analog 3. I'm going to soon, I think they have out Analog 4, so I'm going to upgrade. Analog 3 is really, really dope also. If you want those vintage sounds, those dope pads, and, you know, this didn't cost a lot of money either. This is really, really dope also. Especially if you want to get into that retro sound and fix it up the way you want. It has a plethora of sounds, and I love the selection where you can go to pads, leads, and so forth inside of it, and you can stack 2. Omnisphere, you can stack 8, and Reason with the Combinator, you can stack infinitely as much as your computer could take, and so forth. But Analog 3, the sounds are really, really great in it, and you gotta have this in your arsenal, especially if you want to do like 80s music, 90s, you know, and still use it for future, like 2020 and beyond, you know. So check out Analog 3. Now, this synth is called the Chords synth. I don't know if a lot of people know about this synth. It wasn't that much either. Okay, less than $200. This is a secret weapon. Okay, it's called chords for a reason. You can push one key and it'll do chords for you. Now, what's sweet about it is you have the chord layer and a note latcher. So if you're playing the keys and you're with your left hand and you put the bass down where your left hand is, and you have the your treble and you play them at the same time, it's going to sound crazy. Now, all you have to do is press one key, one note, and it'll play a chord. Right? So, when you have them stacked, it's 2 layers stacked. It sounds amazing. This is a secret weapon when you want to work fast. When you're in the studio and you're trying to get chords, say if you have a singer and she want to sing in the key of E, something like that, E or an F, and you got to find chord. This will help you get those chords real quick. And then you switch to another program and throw the melodies in. It's going to sound sweet. You need that in your arsenal. Especially if you don't read music. We all have the inclination of hearing music and it being toned right. The pitch is right. We all have that. That's why people listen to music, and that's why we have producers that make the music. So when you need to work fast, have that in your studio, and all you got to do is press one key. You have something like that in Reason also, but you can use that in Reason or this. And if you don't have Reasons, you can use this. You might have FL Studio and you want this, and you can get busy. Or you have another DAW and you just want that. You can press one key and go bananas. You pick the sounds that you want, you set it up the way you want, and just go. It has phenomenal sounds, and that's basically it. But you need that in your arsenal. Okay, people, Scenic by Propellerhead Studios, the rack extension, the new upgrade. So I bought this. It came with the suite. I paid $249 for it. You have also a Reasons standard, which was $129 for those who already have Reasons. But if you don't have Reasons and you want to get into this, you're probably going to have to pay full price, which is $479, and then $99 to buy this along as the rack extension. So this is a beast. I'm loving it. They say it's the it's the Swedish Omnisphere, and it's really dope. I wouldn't say it's on the level of Omnisphere, but the sounds are really phenomenal. Again, that's why it's in my pick of 2020. You can just dive into this thing and go crazy. You got the reverb and whatnot in there, so you just move them around to your liking. Now the back, when you turn it around to the other side, you can set it up. But it's not the back, it's the you can go into one of the tabs and get this set up and set your stuff up. You know about ADSR, you know about filters. If you're a newbie, you probably won't know about it, but everybody that know about ADSR, filters, it has all that. It's easy to work. You get your sound, you do what you got to do, and just go and just play or whatever. Good for cinematic music and cinematic R&B. Huh? Okay, you can turn your R&B into something real sweet. So this is another favorite that I had to have in my studio. So if you're really interested in seeing it, go on YouTube. I'm sure some videos are up, because this is not demonstrating video. This is my top 10 for 2020. Okay, this is Flow Motion. Now, this is dope. I still have to learn how to use it, but I've used it in a couple of songs and it came out dope. But I want to use it. I'm going to get into it, and it's by waves. It costs me $29. I'm telling you, the EDM world would love this thing. I mean, I do R&B, trap, hip hop, pop, dancehall, cinematic sounds. I'm not into EDM, but they would love this thing. The sounds in it sounds crazy. It's on point, and they would love it. And this is where you can set it up also. And I love that it has 16 step. You know what I'm saying? You can set it up to where it just you could just kill it with this thing. Okay? So this is slept on probably, but I got it in my arsenal. I had to get it. $29. You can't beat that. And it sounds great, and it has all these functions that you can manipulate the sounds. No sir, I wasn't passing this up. No sir. Yes, so flow motion. It's a must to be in the arsenal. I know it's running in the ground, but should be in your arsenal. Okay, now Loom number 8. We winded it down, people. Loom 2. I had Loom 1 and I used it for a couple of songs, but I had to bite into Loom 2. Oh boy. This is made by N Music, and this you get the free one when you buy the MPC Live. But I had to buy this because I wanted to go in my offline computer, and certain synths of the air synths I want on my offline, and the only way you can do that is you buy them separately. So I bought Loom 2. This is like, wow. It has that granular thing like Omnisphere has with the grains and stuff. This thing, you can set it up and you could do some damage with this. This is going to be one of my go-tos when I'm doing R&B, trap, music, and even hip hop, because you can switch hip hop now to where it's really dope and have those dope sounds. But Loom 2, it's on point. I pay $19, I believe, because on the site of Music, they were selling it for $49, but I got it for $19 at Plug-in Boutique, I believe. Yeah, Plug-in Boutique. So you can't beat that, and it has a plethora of sounds, and then you can manipulate those sounds into something totally different. Okay? You gotta have this in your arsenal also, because it's really, really dope. And for the price, you get a lot of sounds. In Music, they put a lot of sounds into their air synths, like Expand 2, Hybrid 3. They have a lot of sounds into them, and then you can manipulate them into something else, and then you can save them. But Loom 2, definitely a go-to when I'm doing R&B and I want something strange, but it's pleasant to the ear, because that's how this is art. I don't want to be like that producer or sound like that producer. I want things that's weird that people may not touch, but I know how to get the sound from it. That's what a producer does. It may be weird, but you know how to pull the weirdness out and get something real good. So I say check out Loom. You can't miss as a VSTI, and it only costs $19 from Plug-in Boutique. So check out Loom. Okay, so we are at Pure Synth. All right, Platinum 2. People, if you are doing R&B, neo soul, those type of genres, grassroots hip hop, and you play keys, and or you're in the church, because this is from gospel musicians, Brother Jamal, African descent brother. They put out a product. Now, this product right here, I support. This is dope. When I'm talking about dope, I'm talking like opium dope that you back skeet and you're dead. This is dope. It does not cater to EDM. This is our own urban software synth that I have been waiting for years. Not to stomp on EDM, but these companies have been catering to them. Every time they put out a synth, it's for EDM sounds, and this sound for EDM, and this sounds for house and trance, and this. Not knocking on them, but this is our urban synth, and it has those urban sounds. Please go to YouTube. You will see Jamal put in gospel musicians, Pure Synth Platinum 2, and he will demonstrate the sounds that are in it. You want urban sounds? This is it. You want to do trap music? This is it. You want to do grassroots hip hop? This is it. Okay? You want to do dancehall, reggaeton? You want to do all that? We have our very first urban synth in a long time. Support this brother. It costs $199. That's it. Be reminded, it doesn't work in Reason. Okay, for now. Maybe they'll do it in the future. So I have to use this in Studio One. But that's okay, because I have Studio One and rock it in there. But you're a keyboard player, or you know how to program sounds or whatever, and chords and stuff, this is it. I'm telling you now, this is our urban paradise synth right here. Get it? He has a massive amount of sounds in it. You can manipulate. Got the buttons. You see it right there. This is my number 9th pick. And it has to be in your studio, especially if you're doing music like LMA, Boot Up. It got those sounds in there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going, R&B is going that way. Okay? It's taking the 90 sounds and mixing it with future sounds. That Pure Platinum Synth 2, you need to hop on that and look into it. Say if you need to save those coins or whatever. All right? So Pure Platinum Synth 2. I support that brother Jamal. Peace to him. Finally, my number 10th, and we are at the end, folks. Maybe some are surprised. Yes, it's Hybrid 3. The reason I picked Hybrid 3 is because of the way it sounds, the way I can distort sounds, and it has so many sounds. Okay, I'm a pad man, a synth man, and when I do my music, I love to incorporate those sounds in there. This has a lot of those sounds waiting for me to be used and manipulated, and this is great for me. Okay, and again, this is by In Music, which is Air Music. It's an Air Music synth, and it works wonderful in Reason. As you can see, I got it in my rack. And that's it. I mean, this mixed with other sounds from the other 9 that I have, you know, I have more synths than this, but these are my favorite going into 2020. These is what I will use along with the other synths that I didn't put on this list. Okay, but I had to make a choice and say the top 10 that I use mostly, you know. So I had to buy this. Well, I got it free first, again, because I bought the MPC live. And I got it for free, and it plays on my laptop. But if I wanted it offline, I had to pay for it. And I think this was $15 or $19 too. You know, they are very cheap. And I'm telling you, they sound great. So if you're on a budget and you can't get Omnisphere or Serum, you can get this, $19. It costs less than Waves Flow Motion. And Waves did they don't play around when it comes to their effects and their synths and stuff like that. They starting to make sense now, and they don't play around. This costs less than that. So if you can spare like $19 for this and then get Expand 2, which is I think $19 also, or $29, you should be able to get those two and rock, save your money, and kill it, because you can mix sounds. You can take sounds from one sound and then mix it with another sound and get a total different sound. When you're a producer, you got to get into that. You just can't use one sound over and over and over and over. So this is my 10th pick, all right? And Hybrid 3, and it has a plethora of sound. You won't be you will be satisfied, put it that way. And that's it, people. I will play you now a track, some of it, that I did with the Flow Motion. And that's the Wave synth I showed you. And like I said, I don't know how to use it completely yet, but I'm studying it, and one day I will. And when I get it right, it's going to be off the chain. So that's my top 10 for 2020. Everybody subscribe, hit that like button, and check out all my videos from the past and to now, and I will be making more videos. So check out this track that I did with Flow Motion by Waves. Peace. I'm your one-man urban orchestra, Ra the NOC, and you all who watch this video, have a blessed day or night wherever you are in the world. Peace.